So FREEWELL have sent me some ND filters for the DJI Neo. Now these are magnetic filters. Now they sent me 2 packs. The first pack is a standard day pack and it's the ND8, ND16, ND32. And the other one is a bright day pack and it's the same again. It's an NDL polarizer, 16 and 32 polarizer. So I'm going to stick with the standard day pack. I'm hoping it's going to make a big difference, especially in the picture. I did notice it's a little, where I live in Spain, it's a little bit bright. So hopefully it's going to tone down the colour a little bit because it's a little bit bright. What do you get? So as always with FREEWELL, they send you a little pack, little booklet thing, I would say. So in that booklet, which is the most important, I think, is actually the installation of how to do it. Because what you got to do, you got to put on a ring first, and then the magnetics will stick on. I'll show you that in a mo. You see, you can get what I'm on about in a minute. The other good thing, as always, most important, the cloth, because obviously you've got to get stuff on the lens. You get a learn basics, sort of like a photography tip thing about what is ISO, what is the shutter speed, all those sort of things. They're quite handy to have. And as always, you get a little logo if you want to stick on your bag from FREEWELL. And that's it. So the standard pack. Let's have a quick look. So this is the little case that they give you, which I always love their cases because it's nice. It's all been put away, it's out the way. So in there you've got the 3 lenses, and also you got this ring, which I'm going to show you in a moment because I obviously need to install it onto the drone itself. So that's what we're going to do next. Now I'll be honest, guys, the instructions, which is obviously handy to have, the writing is so small. So what I've done, I've scanned this and printed it out. It's pretty basic really for installing, but should we get on with it? So the first thing you need to do is remove the ring. Okay, they're giving us 2 rings. That's interesting. So maybe they think you're going to make a bod job of it. So you've got 2 rings. So we'll just leave that one there for the moment. Shut that up. So you got the ring, and it's got the little sticky pads on there, as you can see. And I'm just going to look at the diagram I've got. Right, remove the adhesive backing from both sides of the magnetic ring to expose a double-sided tape. Okay, so it says both. I'm going to just do this one first. Right. With big fingers, not easy, I must say. So that's one. And that's the other one. And then align, firmly press, okay, on both sides. Right, so this is going to be interesting for me. Okay, let's see if we can get this lined up. So looking at the diagram, it looks like it sort of goes on like that. I suppose it's just getting it lined up really. Okay, so can you see that? Let's bring it in a little bit closer. And obviously just press it on. Okay, so we'll just try one of the filters and see if that's all we got to do. Now, from what we're going to put on a 16, and it's, I think what it's saying, as long as you've got the FREEWELL at the top there, that's it. That one, I'll be honest, that went on really easy. Okay. And what it is virtually is that lens fits right over the rim of the camera. Okay, so I'm out on location. I've got a lovely spot. It's sort of a lovely bright day, just right for this sort of thing. One thing I forgot to mention, guys, that magnetic ring that you put on first weighs hardly anything, so it's not going to interfere with the drone at all, really. Okay, so I'm putting on ND8. Let me see what that's like. And they say keep the FREEWELL at the top with shaky hands. It's interesting because it's probably better to do it, probably better to place it when the drone's off, because I noticed when you're picking up the drone. Anyway, another important thing, don't forget the cloth, just in case you get it over the lens there. So what we're going to do here, we're going to go into Pro. I'm going to bring the screen save down a moment so you can see what's going on. Okay. I'm just going to go into the settings there. I've got it on auto. I think personally that's pretty good. I'll just a bit too bright, yeah. So I'm going to keep it on there. Now, guys, it's all about experimenting. There's loads of people out there saying you got to do this and that. You haven't got a lot on here really. Anyway, should we get the drone up? Because unfortunately, I've only got one battery. And I wanted to show you what the quality's like. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to put on the video. Off we go. Alright. It's not going to be a perfect match with the footage on the left, admittedly. Alright, I'm just going to drop the drone down a little bit. I just want to see whereabouts I am. But I just want you get an idea of the colour, the contrast. People were saying it's a little bit sharp, but I quite like it, to be honest. I mean, on the screen, looks alright. I've got it on Pro, as you can see. Okay, so, just above me. Got to stop the footage. Bring the drone down. And then we're going to put on a 16.
Landing.
Okay, so we're landing. Guys, it's so easy to remove the... I'm just going to turn it off. I think I've found that obviously having it on just makes it a little bit difficult. So we've now fitted the ND16. Hopefully you can see that on the screen. That's that done. Okay, so we're all back in. I'm just going to put on the screen record as well for the 16. So there's all...
Approached edge of altitude zone.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Home point updated.
So I'll put it into Pro. I'm just going to go into the settings there. So auto's 170. Guys, I'm not going to mess about with it. To me, it's all about experimenting. So let's get it off in the ground. Okay. Put on the video footage. Okay. Now this one I'm gonna have a little bit lower. Okay. What I'm going to do now, I'm just going to go down the street a bit. No, let's go the other way just in case I have a little problem. Okay, let's bring it down a little bit. Now, I will bring out another video with the Afata 2. I just wanted to see what we got here on the ground wise, because that's obviously the other thing about filters is okay, let's bring it back. Okay, take off the 16. I'm going to try the 32. I think personally the 32 will be a bit too dark, even though where I live it's probably going to be perfect, but I just think the 32. But I thought I'd better do it. I've got the free filters. I've got to thank FREEWELL for sending me these so quick. So here we go, the 32. Okay, so at the moment we got it in Pro. I'm just going to check the...
Approached edge of altitude zone.
Yeah, well done.
Home point updated.
Okay, let's go into the Pro settings a minute. So if we go over to the shutter, we got 330. To be honest, I quite like using the auto, but obviously some people like to get perfectionists. Anyway, we got 48 on the clock. So I'm going to use this one a little bit more to give you some ideas. I think, I was surprised. I thought it might have been too dark, but I think, thinking it's looking all right. Let's go put on the footage. Okay, off we go. Let's do a bit of okay, I'm going to drop the gimbal down a little bit. Now, obviously, it does look a little bit dark, but then I got my Polaroids on. So, you sort of have to take it with a pinch of salt, really. Anyway, hopefully this video gives you some idea if you want to get ND filters. I have been looking forward to these because I've mentioned before, I just think it's a little bit bright. So until I get home, I won't know which one, but I would imagine I'll probably use the 8s, but with CA. Okay, I've got 36 on the clock, so that's good. Bring it back down the track. So remember, this is a 32. Okay. And the speed is not great amount of speed, I must say. What I will do, I'm just going to put it on to, while I'm there, I'm going to put it on to sports mode. And we'll see how well that filter goes. So, interesting to see how fast it goes. Looking about 15 miles per hour to me. Oops, I'm going to go over there, that's for sure. Okay, coming down. Yeah, so it looks like it's just short of 16. Okay, let's bring it back in.
Landing.
Okay, I'm just going to put the filter back in for the moment. I will be doing another video and we'll check out the polarizers, but I thought I just wanted to do the standard pack first and just see what differences is. So guys, interesting. I honestly thought the 32 would be too dark, but looking at it, it might be just right for me, because obviously I live in a really bright country. And I won't know until I get beyond the screen how good that footage is. And I was talking about, is it gonna, sometimes some filters you get like a blur around the frame itself. Yeah, I'll be honest guys, I'm not a great user of ND filters, but I did notice with the Neo, because the camera's so small, lets a lot of light in, it's a little bit too bright. So this is probably about the only drone where I will be using an ND filter. It'd be interesting to know from you guys what sort of settings that you would have. Obviously you saw what I did. I'll put it into Pro and I use the auto. I'm not a great lover of using precise things, because every day can be slightly different with brightness. Anyway, I hope you found it useful as always. And yeah, I'll catch another video very soon.